What's up guys, it's Greg back with another video, but before I get started I just want to thank each and every one of you out there. The response for my Patreon and Ko-fi has been so overwhelming. You can see so many more new names down in the little sliding bar here. It's starting to get to the point where it's a little bit unfeasible to have this bar, so moving forward for future videos, this bar here is only going to be reserved for sponsors. And what I mean by sponsors is that sponsors are going to be only for elite members and above on either my Patreon or my Ko-fi, and also for exceptional cases for really big donations on Ko-fi, one-off donations on Ko-fi. That aside, I will still be having all the names in the video. It's just going to be at the end of the video. I will still feature every single one of you who has donated in any way or supported me in any way. And yeah, moving on to the video. Today I want to go over some of the videos from the recent AMC 5 event that happened in Russia. As most of you that are following arm wrestling may know, AMC is one of the biggest events in the world right now for arm wrestling. It has one of the biggest prize pools, tens of thousands of US dollars being pumped into this biggest prize money event by far that I know of that is happening on a regular basis. But unfortunately it's in Russia, so usually it's only Russian, Soviet countries that can go there, Eastern European countries that go there, but nevertheless the level is still super high, and I just wanted to go over a couple of videos that I've found online right now. Go over it with you guys, and boom. Okay, so first match I want to take a look at together with you guys is the match between Zolof, Artur Makarov. These two names really need no introduction, but just for those of you who haven't heard of them before, these two guys are probably the top two guys in the 70 kilos, not just in Russia but in the world. Only guy that I can think of that is probably on their level right now is Daniel Prokopchik and Nordalit at 75 kilos. But yeah, before that, before Russia was banned from WAF, these two guys were dominating the 75 kilo class, and they were heads and shoulders above the rest of the competition, and it seems like they still are in their home country of Russia. So in the 75 kilo category, both of them in the finals right now, and we're about to see it already go over here. And yeah, domination, slight domination from Zolof. Alan is on the green, and Artur Makarov is on the red. And this has been pretty much the same thing that's happened in their past matches before. Alan taking the slight advantage, but not really able to surge for the pin straight away. It's usually the case where Artur Makarov is on the defending side, and what this tells us is that Alan probably has some superior hand control. We always see Alan able to superior hand control a little bit more than Artur Makarov. Artur is he usually tries to surge and his hand busts back. That is one of his only weaknesses, is that Artur Makarov has a relatively weak wrist compared to his other fundamentals. And yeah, ready, go, and you can see Zolof taking the advantage, going to his side of the table, but still not able to pull right through the side pressure defense of Artur Makarov, using a bit of pronation defense as well. But yeah, eventually able to bleed Artur out. You can see Artur with the crazy arms and hands, but yeah, the Zolof blood is definitely still too powerful. So amazing match. So now moving on to the next available match that I have, Sergey Bogoslav versus Arson. Sergey Bogoslav is probably the bigger name of the two. Bogoslav, we can see he is in the red over here, the guy with the shaved head. And Arson Kacharan, I think he's still a youth arm wrestler. He was first place both arms in the European youths in the open 90 plus weight category for youth this year. And he was second, I think, on the right hand in the senior 90 kilos, just behind Sasho Andreev. So very impressive. performance from Arson Kacharin, but Sergey Bogoslav, multiple national champion in the past. And, oh yeah, Arson Kacharin is from Armenia, Sergey is from Russia, I believe. And yeah, Sergey, multiple time national champion, multiple time world medalist, very, very renowned arm wrestler. And we'll see they're ready to go in a couple of moments right here. So this is the final. Arson here, Sergey on the left in the red, and Sergey immediately able to get that wrist cup, and Arson not quite able to hold off. Sergey surging with very consistent pressure. It looks like there might be some disagreement from the refs, but they eventually agree, and it's a win very convincingly for Sergey. So yeah, 95 kilo class. I think Sergey might be a little bit heavier than him, because Arson competed at 90 kilos at the Europeans. But you can see that there's a considerable power difference between the two. Not that much that it's completely mismatched, but you can see that Sergey definitely had pretty much everything over Arson. So yeah, you had the cup, pronation, side pressure, everything. A very dominant performance by Sergey. Next up, we have the 105 kilo finals between Ibrahim Sagoff and Alan Makiev. I think Alan Makiev is the more well-known guy because of his performance back at Moldova, which kind of exposed him to the Western world a little bit. Ibrahim Sagoff, slightly lesser known, but at the previous AMC, I think AMC 4, he had a controversial win over Sergey Bogoslav, but I think he was competing at a lower weight class. He might have been in the 95 kilo class, so it seems like he's gone up in weight to the 105 kilo class to fight with the bigger boys. But yeah, Ibrahim Sagoff on the left, Alan Makiev on the right in the green. So Ibrahim Sagoff, known for his press, very, very fast over there, very easy win. Alan Makiev is very, very well known for his speed. He usually blitzes right through people with his speed, but right there you can see that it was really, it didn't help him at all. Sagoff just seemed faster, stronger in every way, and yeah, very comfortable win for Ibrahim Sagoff. And for the last video that I'm gonna review, it's gonna be for the big boys, the 105 plus kg category between Vitaly, Lalatin, and Zaur Pauzulayev. Both of these guys really well known on their own accord, so I don't really need to give them much introduction. Zaur, we know that a couple of months back he came off of an injury from training. Vitale also battling a lot of chronic injuries in his shoulder and stuff like that. Both guys, even though not in their top shape, still able to beat out the rest of the competitors and come out in the finals. So let's see what's gonna happen. Vitale on the left, Zaur on the right. Both of these guys top rollers, but looks like Vitale took most of the advantage off of the hit, and slowly driving to the pin pad. Let's see that one more time. So let's see. Vitale with his slightly more dumped wrist, but of course that's because he has a longer arm. And yeah, off the go with his signature low hand top roll, and straight away attacking the fingers of Zaur. Zaur trying to load more back pressure, trying to crack the wrist of Vitale with his pronation, but Vitale just a little bit stronger on the pronation and rising, and that causes Zaur's fingers to bust back more than Vitale's will. So you can see that Vitale, both of them are doing pretty much the same thing, just trying to peel their opponent's fingers open. This is very similar to my own match back in USA 2 with Rhett, both of us going for a top roll, but the one with the stronger rising is going to be able to gain the advantage off of the center, and usually from there it's an uphill battle for the guy who loses the advantage. And you can see each surge, Vitale taking a little bit more from Zaur, and Zaur not really able to hold in such a compromised position, and eventually loses the match to Vitale. So yeah, Vitale, multiple time AMC champion, going home with a very, very good purse. I think the top prize for each category was $20,000. Super exciting competition. Can't wait for the next one, and hopefully in the future travel restrictions loosen up, you know, everything in the world gets better, and more people can compete in this event. Really top tier event, super exciting. See you guys next time.